What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nour Trades, and today I bring you another special video, the Sunday stock watch list, where I talk about all my A+ setups, all the setups that I don't like, the economic schedule, whether someone important speaking or we have some data coming out, whether we have, an important earnings play coming up, or, just the earnings calendar. Sometimes there's a week where I don't like any of the earnings reporting. But before we go ahead and start this video, hit that like button, subscribe, comment down what other, videos you'd like to see on this channel. Comment down below what other stocks you're looking at. I might have missed the stock, there's so many stocks on the market, whether it's a stock I never heard about, whether it's a setup that I haven't seen. I would always like to look at it. I'm always open to those things, and maybe you'll see it on the next Sunday stock watches, or I might throw it up on my page like, hey, I saw this comment, it looks good, this, that. But let's go ahead and start this video. Let's make it a nice one. We have a few setups. We had a sell-off last week, but we have a few plays lining up currently. So this is the schedule right off the bat. Look at Wednesday. We have the status report. We have FOMC announcement. Then we have the Fed chair press conference at 2:30 p.m. We have the housing market index at 10 a.m. on Monday. Thursday we have jobless claims. We have Chicago Fed National Activity Index, PMI composite flash. We have a whole bunch of things going on here. EIA natural gas report at 10:30 a.m. Where's Friday? I saw Jerome. Yeah, Jerome right here at 10 a.m. on a Friday. We also have Bowman and Clarida. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Clarida, whatever her name's. But she's talking 10 a.m. and then 1 p.m. we have Baker Hughes rig count. So, we have and Thursday, I forgot to say, we have the Fed balance sheet. So we have a few things going on. If you want a clear picture, just go to my trading page, Trade Like Nour. I only have 3 trading pages: Nour Trades, Trade Like Nour, and StockHours for my students, activity, whether, they're doing good or bad on different days. Some days we have no plays where, everybody's doing their own thing. But that's the schedule here. We have the earnings. Clear picture, when it's stretched out on the Mac, it looks a little weird. I have a clear picture on Trade Like Nour. Make sure you screenshot that so you know what's going on. FedEx reports Tuesday. That's something that a lot of people are going to be watching. Adobe reports Tuesday. I saw Costco on Thursday. Trip.com, a lot of people look at that. But Nike reports Thursday. You've seen them move a few times. So this is the earnings. Like I said, we're coming to a close, so it's just a whole bunch of non-important companies to me, and then you have a few that come around like Fed, Adobe, Costco, Nike, whatever. Rite Aid used to move a lot. We'll see. But yeah, this is the earnings. So before we go ahead and start this video and talk about the stocks that we have for this week, 259. All right. Before we go ahead and start that, right here. So we're gonna talk about the stocks that I gave you guys last week that were insane. So the first thing, you guys know what I'm gonna say. I'm sure a lot of you caught this. A lot of people commented on my Twitter about this one. Look at Facebook. If you go to my last video, I said there was a consolidation. We're either gonna break to the bottom or the top. Just wait for it. Be patient so you can catch it. Guess what we did? From 373 all the way down to 361. So Facebook was the easy one to catch. It happened within a 3-day period. Another one that was big that I gave you guys last week was Amazon, I believe. Hold up. 34. Or did it ever happen? Yeah, it was. Look. So I talked about the 35-36 break. If we broke that, we were going to make a move. This is the actual day. I actually caught this. So 34-36, we broke that. We had room down to 3,400. $2.01 off of the very bottom there. So that was a $36 move, and it was like Wednesday, so it was a crazy percentage that day. Roku was another one that I gave you guys. I talked about the 325 break. Guess where we had it? 311. My target was about 310, so we were $1 off that one. Tesla, I talked about the 724 break. Guess where we ended up? 708. Look at that. This is the 724 break, all the way down to 708 that same day. And Moderna, I talked about the break from the downside at 448. We hit a low of 406, so that was a pretty insane one. So those were just a few of the setups last week. Actually, that was every setup I gave you last week happened, except Nvidia 230 break. I said if we break to the top or to the bottom. We're actually going to talk about that this week because that play is coming up. So let's go ahead and start this week's watch list. So Tesla, as you can see, you probably already know what I'm looking at. Look at the 1 hour. We're kind of breaking this downtrend. We're setting up here for that high 765. We ended up closing at 759, which is pretty good. So I'm watching this flat top here. We're still in a channel. If we break 765, we have room up to 770. And as you can see, we're going to have room up to 780. So Tesla, upside 765. I'm done with the downside unless we come all the way down to 700. Snow. This one is a big one that I think might happen here. 330 is important, but I'll be watching 329 for a possible early entry. As you guys can see, we have a flat top here at 325, 328. We have a supply zone, so once we can get past that, we'll be able to take this shot. And if we can break through that within, you know, a 2-3 week span, I have this hitting a target of 350. So taking a long position on this. No, I will be adding on the break. My stop loss is about 319 right now, 319.20. So yeah, so Snow is a one that, you know, the day trades are cool. I've seen Snow break $10, $20 in a day, but it is a nice one for a continuation. So if this can actually get the momentum, it'll be a runner for a couple days here. So that's Snow. Amazon on the 4 hour. I'll show you guys this one. The 1 year you already know, but we have this downtrend that I'm watching. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna be watching 3,500. But I will be watching that 3520 level. If we can get past that this week, we're looking to break that and then come back and finish this gap on the 1 year that we never finished. We have room to about 3578. So if we can come all the way back up and break that 3550 level, we'll have some room up there. So that's Amazon, UPST. Remember, you guys asked me, I even responded to you guys in the video. You guys were talking about UPST pullback. We're going to short it here. I'm like, this is not the spot to short UPST, even though it's been a runner. And ever since, this thing has been on an absolute tear, right? Look, from 259 to 308. A lot of people were trying to short this, and I'm telling everybody, it's not ready. It's not ready. And it still maybe isn't ready. I'm watching this 309 level, right? And if we can break 309, we're looking at 310. And then at 310, you're probably looking at another squeeze here. So keep an eye on UPST. Don't try to be too early to the party. Keep an eye on flow. Nvidia. Last week, this was the only setup that hasn't happened yet. I said watch the consolidation. It's more on the 4 hour. I don't know why I went on the 1 year. As you can see, we have the 230 from the top. I can't wait till that happens. But we also have this consolidation break to the downside. So keep an eye on Nvidia. If we can break this 218 level, and then we start getting that volume, we're looking at 215, then 210, and you know, things could get really ugly down to like 206, 207. So keep an eye on Nvidia. Same setup as Facebook, right? The Facebook setup that I gave you guys last week. It's just a consolidation. Now, whether we break to the upside or to the downside, I'm looking for that move. So we're kind of on the verge of the bottom side. I would just, to be safe, just, oh, I don't mean to do that. Hold up, give me a second. Let me just lower this for you guys. There you go. So just to be safe, it's still in the consolidation. I will be using 218 as the support here and watching volume. Shopify, another one on my list here. Shopify, what do you guys notice before I tell you guys? What do you guys notice here before I show you? Forget about all these lines, this, that. Now watch this. You're going to get kind of the same setup I've been talking about on Facebook, Nvidia. Let me add that right here, add drawing. Look at this. You guys notice something here? Look at this. Look at this consolidation. Yes, we broke from the top side, but you can always come right back into consolidation. So we came back into consolidation. We're testing the bottom. Boom, boom, wick. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm watching this 34. I'm acting like this is Amazon. I'm watching that 1430 level, 1432. I'll probably just use 1430 to be safe. But if we start breaking this consolidation to the downside, it could get very ugly for Shopify. And obviously, you guys know what to look at for the top side. We're all watching that 1550. And if we can get above that, we'll probably have some room here up to 1600. And from 1600, we have room to 1627. So keep an eye on this consolidation. Not saying it's going to break the consolidation to the downside, but you always want to know, you know, both sides. Whether the setup is to the upside or to the downside. You want to know which way and how much room it has on either side. So that's my watch list for this week. A few people were talking about Dash. I can see what you guys are looking at on Dash. That was actually one of the comments, so I do read your comments. Dash on the 1 year, you guys can see, keeps getting rejected at this level. This 226, 227 level, and then that 230 is coming up. The high is 256. So keep an eye on Dash. That's not really a play. I might play with that. We'll see. Depending on how much volume and what the flow is looking like on Dash, we'll be able to tell. So that's my watch list for this week. Keep it simple, keep it tight. We have a whole bunch of events going on this week. We have a few important earnings, so don't get ahead of yourself. Be smart, be safe this week. It's a full week. And then in 2 weeks we have Columbus Day. That'll be a short week because the Columbus Day is Monday. So if you guys enjoyed that video, hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below. Like I said, other videos and other stocks. And I'll see you guys during the week on another live trading video. Peace.